Hi everyone, so today I have a sponsor video from Tonic Studios for their new craft kit. This is craft kit number 65. I believe it's called like Floral Gate Card Creator. Let's check that out. So these are the meat and potatoes of the kit here, and these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links down in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, I just received this. I believe the only on the US side, the monthly membership and the quarterly membership are sold out, but the one-off purchase, like if you just want this box and you don't want to sign up for any kind of commitment, of course you can always cancel or skip if you're in the 3-month, like the quarterly, you can skip it. And if you're in the monthly, you can always cancel without any kind of penalty or anything like that. And you do get 10% off whenever you shop with Tonic as a member. But if you want to just pick up the one kit and that's it, there you go. And then as far as the UK site, I haven't checked the availability, but I'll have the links for both sites in the description box. Yes, Floral Gates Creator Craft Kit. Like I said, this is number 65. So this is the one that you will be receiving right now, right? In March. And then at the end of March, you'll see the April kit. So hopefully, I just don't want to confuse anybody with what they're seeing on my channel right now, because like I said, I got this one a little bit late. So I love this because it is the full kit, and a lot of times I get samples and things like that. So this one does have the brochure here. I mean, how cute is this tag? I am really wanting to try that out today. So you have the creator die set, the stamp set. You get your classic card in Blossom Pink, Navy Blue, Cornflower Blue. I love those colors already. Petal Pink, the mirror card in Tidal Wave, which is one of my favorites. I think I just used that this morning, actually. Is that this one? Yeah, so there it is. We have Specialty card in Hailstorm, Glitter card in Candy Floss, Classic card, Raspberry Pink, 2 sheets of that, and then a paper pack of the Blue Blossom. You're going to get a ribbon, either a Navy Blazer or Bright White, so it's either or. Embellishment mousse in Peony Pink, Crystal Drops in Coronation Pink, Tim Holtz retractable craft pick, that is super cool, and a craft kit wallet, folder, and exclusive sticker, which is this, right? So you have your folder, and then every few months, Tonic will include the binder, so you put your folders in that little binder. Again, the sticker, and the intention is you get your sticker, and you can just look at the front without like having to look through every folder to know what you're looking for, and you have your Floral Gate Creator. So pretty. And check this out. I mean, the ideas that they're giving you on the sheet there's just a ton of ways to play with this. I mean, there's like a pocket here. I'm sure you can trim it different ways if you want to make a gate out of that, but this guy inlays into this area. Again, it doesn't cut on that back edge on that one, and this can inlay here, and then you have this guy that again doesn't cut on that back edge, so you can make like a gatefold card, basically is the intention of that. And then this beautiful inlay can go in here. Of course, you can use this also to do a backing if you want to do the gatefold part, then cut a piece that's going to be a background piece, and then do your inlay piece. So there's different ways to layer that up. And this part here is just gorgeous. So this is like a tag. So hopefully, I know my lights might be too shiny, but you can see this tag shape. Then you can inlay this guy, so you can cut it a couple times and you have this really gorgeous tag. And then there's a piece even to finish off the tag with like a little, maybe a different color, maybe you stamp on this, and then you have different ways to layer that up. And then these bits right here, so these are like closures, and this one will make a closure that has like a little space cut into it so that you can, or a little notch, so you can put it together that way, like a little lock. Or you have this guy that you can tie together with some ribbon, and of course this is the part that glues into your project, How cool is that? That is so cute. And then this guy, we have a label kind of die. Love this kind of thing. It's super universal. You can use it on lots of different projects. And then we have the pocket that does have the inlay there. And then this background piece. So you have another piece that you can pop in behind there if you like, or put that inlay in this piece. I mean, there's lots of ways to layer that guy up. And let me give you the sizing for like the largest die. I think that would be kind of like this one, but let's just check it out. So it goes to 3 inches again without a back. And then the metal to metal is like 5 inches in the other direction. And maybe this one's kind of a big boy. Oh, just shy of 4 inches by about 4 1/8 of an inch. And then you have your photopolymer stamp set that has all these sentiments that you can definitely pop into there and cut out. Again, you will always be special to me, and believe in yourself. Happy birthday. We're wishing you every success. And then maybe some of these larger ones you can put on the larger tag. So just for you, celebrate, it's your day. Congratulations. You deserve every success. Remember, you are loved. All kinds of everyday and special occasion type greetings. And then that beautiful flower that just repeats what's going on here. And these are super intricate and beautiful. Peony looking, maybe like cabbage rose looking. Gorgeous. Okay, this is the Tim Holtz retractable craft pick. Excuse me. And basically, you can poke that out as far as you would like to use that, and I'll put it right here, so we'll probably be using it today with all the intricacy we have with our die cutting. And then we have the Blue Blossom paper pack in this one. Let me open this up. I'll be right back to help me poke in there and open that up. Pattern double-sided paper, and I think I've shown you this in the past, so that we have the cute little diamonds in the back. This is striped paper, really, really soft, like dusty rose kind of color. Look at the little hearts on this one, super cute. Little check pattern, gingham. Look at this, very country and very soft feeling with that blue. It's kind of almost a purpley blue. And then this one has little dots, and on the back side, the check pattern, a plaid pattern. A little coupon for subscribers there, for people who pick up the kit. And then, ooh, and here we listed off the items here. I have the navy blazer ribbon. It's the thinner ribbon, so it goes through those little holes that are in the little closure dies. And this beautiful pink. I am loving the blue and the pink. This is so pretty. So crystal drops in carnation pink, as we mentioned. And then embellishment mousse, really, really pretty pink embellishment mousse, peony pink. Beautiful. And again, this stuff, you can put it through a stencil, you can put a little like on a palette. Excuse me, yeah, place them on a palette or like just on a surface so that you can use maybe a water brush to pick up some of the color and water brush with it. Pick up a large one, do a whole background, put it right on your project and, you know, put some water on it. I mean, there's lots of ways to play with this stuff. It's really, really fun. Adds really pretty texture with that shimmer. And then the beautiful papers that we talked about earlier. And yeah, there's my tidal wave. So I'll just kind of fan these out so you can see them. And just a beautiful array of papers. And then there should be two of the raspberry. That's this one here. And hopefully I'm fanning this out in a way that we see all of them. It might be that one that's stuck underneath somewhere, but that is a really, really, really gorgeous palette. Love it. Look at that. Okay, guys, well, I'm gonna put some of these things to the side and we will get to it. I think I'm gonna make like a little kind of gatefold on top of my card. You can make it the card, you know, base, however it is. That's why they have some different sizes, right? Like this one or like the smaller one. So I think I'm gonna use the smaller one. And I do need to have some info from this so I can make a gatefold that closes, you know, pretty much how I want it to close. So if we're looking at this, and I have this on here, and let's say our paper base is going to be, you know, whatever it might be. I'll probably trim this little excess piece off later. I do need to know about how wide this is, and then how deep, so that I know when it folds over how much I need for it to pretty much fold over. So I'm looking at the very edge. If you use that whole thing, or maybe you're going to score it up here to do the folder. I mean, it just depends on what you're wanting to do. Oh, that's the wrong side. Just looking at the cutting edge of like maybe one of the higher areas. Looks like 2 3/8 or so. So 2 3/8 times 2, that's 2, 4 6/8, 4 3/4. So I need at least 4 3/4 to flap in, but we also need 4 3/4 in this back area, at least, right? And we can kind of play with that a little bit. So 4 3/4 times 2 is also, let's see, 8 and 9.5. So 9.5. So I'm going to cut a piece of paper that's 9.5 inches, just about long, and then just as wide as this area, so just for now, and then we'll trim away the rest. So I can just kind of put that on here. 4 inches wide. So 4 inches wide by 9.5, and I'll be right back. So I have this piece, and this is just how I'm doing this. Of course, there's probably tons of different ways to play with this. When we had measured this, I said it was about 2 3/8. Is that what I said? Ish, right? Like right here, it's 2.5 if I'm looking at this guy, and I said more like 2 3/8 here to here. So I'm still going to stick with that. I'm going to put some score lines. Now, you don't have to do this. You can do this afterward. I'm just putting it now just to have an idea. So if I was like 2 1/2, 2 3/8, so let's just say about here. 2 3/8 on this side. And 2 3/8 on this side. I'm not doing too heavy. I just kind of want to see exactly where I would be if I was folding this over and, you know, this came in here and here, right? So I'm just going to put this on the very edge that's of my score line. And just about there, just making sure we're, you know, having our paper edge is going to be cut. And I'm going to pop this on here. There. And I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine, and then when I come back, I'll flip it and put it on the other side and run it through also. This guy here. So I'm going to put this to the side. And again, that back piece doesn't cut, so essentially we'll have this piece that's free floating, but we are going to trim this area away in just a minute. I'll probably do that on my paper trimmer. So on this side, I'm just going to turn it over here and do the same thing. Just, you know, make sure we're on that score line pretty much. And I'm going to run it through again. And then I'm just going to bring over a paper trimmer. Hopefully this one's ready. I haven't used one in a while. And let's remove that piece and this piece. And like I said, this is just going to be a piece that I'm going to put on top of a card base. So all I'm going to do here is just line this up. Nope. And I'm leaving that piece of card in, and basically what we're going to do is have this show us what we're cutting, and that actually looks really great right there. So I'm just going to go from here to there, and basically I've released that piece. And then again, I'm just leaving that card there just to kind of help us keep this straight. If I was to trim this away, you're going to have this area that's kind of higher and lower, and it'll be harder to keep it straight on your surface. So I'm just doing that. And let's just make sure where we're at. Looks good. Trim that away. So we have this piece here. And essentially we can go ahead and score it now. Now again, I didn't really burnish in the score lines because I want to see where we're at once we got here. And as you can see, I can bring in a little bit more, or you can, you know, it depends. How do you want to close this up with the tools that they've given you and things like that. So if you want it a little bit further in, which I might, just to get them a little closer to each other, I'm just going to bring this in a little bit. And that's where I'll actually give it the score line. And bring this one in a little bit too. Just a little bit closer. Looks good. So I gave myself a little wiggle room. Okay. I'll be right back. A background for our card. I'm just making an A2 size card. Again, I know this was 4 and something, so it's just gonna fit on there really nice and sweet. And grab some of the blue paper, and actually when I grabbed the blue paper, this paper popped up behind there. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I splayed out all the papers. Look at this light blue one. So that's also in your kit. We have this piece here. And I cut it at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 because that's my preference for something like this. So I'm just gonna glue that one down. And then I believe we're just gonna go in and glue this guy in. Why not? And then we'll start building layers on it. Of course, you can do your layering and all that kind of stuff, your inlays, whatever it is that you're going to put on before you stick it down. But for now, I'm just going to have that. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue this guy on here. And I'm having it this way. Of course, if you want to make a card that opens up like this, you know, landscape, portrait. Actually, right now, I don't really have to make that choice. So I'm just going to put this down. Okay, and then I'm going to look through my papers and the other dies to see how I want to continue as far as decorating this beautiful base. So before I put this guy away, I'm actually going to take that, because for this one, we don't have like a background die, but we do have an inlay and then that die itself. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and inlay that and run that through. Let's use our pink glitter. So I'm going to run this through twice, and again, it doesn't have a cutting edge, but what you can do is just put it on the very edge of this, and either if you like the way that looks, you're just going to have a piece that's already ready to go because it's already on the edge, or you're going to trim that down a little bit more. So I'm just going to put it on the edge, and then if I need to trim it, I will. But for now, that looks great. I'm gonna run these guys through. So I'm just gonna trim this piece off of here and then run a second one along this other side. Not very bad. It's gorgeous. Oh, that's so pretty. It just releases. Look at this. So yeah, we'll trim this up a little bit. I'll do another one piece here. And what we can do is just bring these over and kind of see where they'd be at. Now you can leave that whole pink background, right? That whole piece, which I think I might. So what I'm going to do is just take this and just make sure this is nice and straight on my trimmer because I think it's a little bit crooked. So I'm just going to take this in my paper trimmer and just trim off that little bit right there. And same thing for this second piece, you know. Look at that. Actually, this one's perfect. So on this one, I just need to trim a little bit off because I can see I'm a little bit crooked. So a couple other things as I'm putting this together. I'm going to use this one so we can have a little ribbon in there. And I'm going to cut this twice out of the same raspberry paper. I was thinking about using the glittery paper. The only thing is I'm not going to sandwich it because I'm making this very light and delicate. So it's going to go from this to this. If I try to sandwich this in between these layers, I mean, you're going to see it, right? So I'm just going to glue that little tab on the back. So I'm going to make it the same raspberry color. So I'm going to cut out 2 of these and I'll be right back. Oh, in the meantime, I'm also going to measure this inside area and cut a piece of paper that I can pop in here, okay? And I'll tell you what those measurements are. I'll be right back. I did measure this and it ended up being 3 1/4 by 4 5/8. So for me, I cut down a piece of paper, that little heart paper, so cute, at 3 1/8 by 4 1/2. And that's just how I wanted to mat that in there. You can do, of course, whatever you like. And oh, you know what? I was going to put a sentiment on here. I was going to stamp. So let's see what we have. And then I still want to make a tag, but I don't know if that's going to work out for today's project the way I'm doing it. So let's see if we have this and we have these things, and then, you know, where would I put the tag? So we'll see. But for now, I'm going to just stamp on the inside. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm not going to do a tag. So we have this guy and we have this guy. And then we're going to have our little tie here, right? That's holding this together. So when you open it up, you have a sentiment, and maybe on the outside I'm using the strip, the one that cuts this. So let's see, we're wishing you every success, celebrate your day, you know, happy birthday, congratulations. Well, that's the congratulations that goes with like the every success one. Let's see, remember you're loved, you're so amazing, remember that, believe in yourself. Oh, that's so sweet. Let's do happy birthday. Just thinking about what's coming up that I can, you know, use in my life here, and so I do want to use my birthday. So on the inside, we'll say, I'll put that to the side for later. Celebrate, it's your day, or just for you. That's another birthday kind of theme one. And so what I want to do is I'm going to pop this like down here, and you know, maybe you put a gift card in here. Maybe you mount it with some like repositionable adhesive or something like that. But I'm going to put my little sentiment down here just for funsies. So I'm simply going to take that to a stamp positioner and stamp it, and I'll be right back. I actually went ahead and just hand stamped that without a positioner and did really well. So let's just pop that back in here. And let's go ahead and glue this guy down. So there it is. So cute. And let's pop this right here. Just eyeballing that it's nice and straight. Centered. I love the little hearts. That is so cute. Okay, so now I'm going to stick these guys down. And I basically made sure that they're trimmed in this area enough that when you go to fold it over, it's not like in the way. And I'll show you what I mean by now. Not by now, right now. Just putting glue here and there. Trying to keep this down, of course. I'm not getting too technical with it. So when I place this here, I just kind of eyeballed, making sure that when I open it like this, this piece isn't hitting the card base that makes it so it doesn't want to open. So it has to clear that scored area basically. And it did. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. So far we have this. How pretty is that? I mean, look at that. That just pops everything. So pretty. Kind of looks like a little like a kiosk, doesn't it? Like a little flower cart or something. Okay, so we have these guys, and I'm just gonna go ahead and bend these on the score line right now just so I can see what I'm doing. I had someone at the door, so and I'll fold this one too. I just have a good idea of how these would meet up, and then I'm gonna glue them under here. So just about there, something like that, like right underneath. So maybe I'll hold that, put a little glue, hold down the flap, and then the next one, just so I have a good idea of where I'm putting it. So holding like this, bringing this down, I'm gluing that on, and I'll do the same thing with the other side. Just lift it up, put glue on the little tab, and hold it down. Just placed it here. I had glued that one, and then just made sure the other one was pretty much right with it. So that makes it really easy. How pretty are these colors? We'll definitely bring some more blue in here. And actually, I'll bring blue into it right now. We'll just go ahead and tie that up, and then we'll add our sentiment. And I'll probably just stamp it. I was thinking about stamping on some blue paper. We have that bright blue, but I think just with the muted colors I'm using, I'll probably use maybe some paper from the paper pack. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? I mean, maybe a foot or so of this guy. Just tie that. Oh, how pretty. Cute. Okay. And so I'll stamp this. And I'm going to go through this guy. I think I want to bring, like I said, the blue back to the forefront here, forefront. I'm thinking, I think I'll stamp on this one. So it shows up really nicely. See, it's pretty light on this side. So I'm just going to, again, just stamp that in a way that I know when I bring the die over, I can die cut that. So I'll get that stamped and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just freehand stamp that and then photopolymer stamp with a sentiment. Works great every time. And so I'm going to take this pretty guy here and just cut this down a little bit, and then I'll, run this through. Just eyeballing that it's about center, and I'll be right back. So I have that, and then just to do a little drop shadow, I'm going to do it again with the blue paper just to bring that back up in front. Oh, I can remove that piece, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue these guys together. And you know how you like to drop shadow, just straight up and down. I think that's what I'm going to do for this one. Or maybe down up from here. Let's see. And you can also bring it over to the left, over to the right a little bit, or however. You know what, let's go this way. The original. So I'm going to glue those together with a little bit of a drop shadow, and then I'm going to put some dimensional adhesive on the back of the unit. Okay, so I will be right back. So I put the dimensional adhesive on the back of that, and again, I mean, how pretty is that in landscape mode? You can still, put whatever is you like there. I'm going to pop it here, and this particular kit again is available until March 19th or so. On the 20th, the new club kit hits the site, so you can pick it up anytime between now and then. And there it is. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sponsoring this video, for sending these items for review. Really, really cute. Of course, you take this apart and you open it up, and then again, if you have a little gift in there, and then you still have your card base, so you still have the inside that you can also matte layer. It'll be really pretty and all those kinds of fun things. So just an idea on how to gatefold as a topper. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll have the images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.